Think not, O man, that things go and work without a system. In lower heavens there is system and order. These are the first considerations. First are sent down the masters of generations down to the earth, to the nations and peoples where it is designed to build the edifice to the Almighty. And my masters of generations by inspiration control the marriages of certain mortals, that heirs may be born into the world suited to the work I have on hand. For many generations my masters of generations laboured to this end, raising up thousands and tens of thousands of mortal heirs according to my commandments. So, O man, since 500 years my masters of generations shaped earth to bring about the armies of thy God. And now, when its era has come, behold, I send my lords and my numerators to receive the harvest and records of my masters of generations. Thus, thy God knew beforehand what part and what place and every one of his mortal labourers was adapted to. Although lords and generals and captains and angel hosts, I commanded men to fall to work on my building, some to heal the sick, some to work signs and miracles, some to lecture, some to write, and so on, every one according to the work of his adaptation. And all of this is to one purpose, not to build up or exalt any man or God nor religion, but to found the Creator's kingdom on earth, to give man the system of universal peace, love, harmony, and this era adapted to all nations and peoples of the world. And I commanded my lords and angels, generals and captains to this end. Furthermore, commanded certain angel registers to accompany and be with mortals in this new era, to observe them at the work I provided them. And to whoso does a good work in truth, righteousness, wisdom and love, my holy angels are commanded to extend their sphere of usefulness and light. As the angels were said, Go ye with these proofs before mortals, with signs and miracles, go to the rich and the poor, to the learned and the unlearned, and ye shall observe them, and to what use they make of the new revelations. For some shall appropriate these things to money-making, some to personal fame, some for evil purposes, but a few to the glory of the Almighty and the exaltation of mankind. Try ye all mortals, and make a register of them and their behaviour, and preserve the same in my heavens. And it shall come to pass that many of my mediums and seers have great poverty and great hardships, for they will be unsuited to serve mammon, whereas they shall convert the rich, proving my truths unto them. And my seers shall go down to them in distress, and the rich shall deny them and refuse them. Make a record of these also, for in course of time, and because of the hardness of their hearts, I shall withdraw my holy angels away from such rich people, and they shall be left to fall into the obsession of dark forces. And their families shall be obsessed, their wives or husbands or sons or daughters. The dark forces shall divide the families, turning a man against his father, and a daughter against a mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. For whoever gave away me, paying tribute to themselves, I will not follow after. And the dark forces, they could say, Think not we come to send peace on earth, we come not to bring peace, but to bring a sword. And families of the unrighteous, being obsessed with the dark forces, shall keep secret their convictions, and they shall say, This is lunacy, meaning derangement. Others, being asked if they belong to a new dispensation, shall say, No, we know nothing of it. Behold, we are all good members of the church. And now, accordingly, all such matters were recorded in heavens, and such mortals became known. And such as consulted the spirits in regard to money-making, or to earthly matters for self's sake, also became known. And the holy angels were commanded to withdraw from all mortals who were not working for the Creator's new kingdom, who were of no profit in the resurrection of man, and behold, this is done. And it came to pass that many who are designed for exalted work fell into the hands of the dark forces. And they held conferences, they were divided, man against man, and woman against woman, boasting and short-sighted wisdom, seeking the applause of the multitude. And so my angels sifted and sorted them in order to find such as were willing to sacrifice self for the sake of the Father's kingdom. These I drew aside and said unto them, Ye that choose to serve the Creator, behold, the Creator chooses you also.